Hello there. We are going to do the writing assignment on page 18. This is book 5. So it says, chant the rhythm of the melody below. Take out your red 3/4 triple song rhythms, which are these with the red border. Construct the rhythm of this melody using the cards with the red border here. Construct it and then write it down. Okay, so we have in the first melody, the time signature is 3 beats to the measure. And who gets the beat? The 8th note. So I just always want to make sure, children, this is what I'm going to ask you. What does the time signature mean? The upper number tells us 3. How many beats in a measure? 3. The lower number tells us who, meaning what note value, who gets the beat. The whole note, the half note, the quarter note, the 8th note, the 16th note. The number indicates what value it is. And we know an 8th note has an 8 in it, and this is an 8th note. It's a note whose head is colored in and it has a tail. Okay? So we have 3 8th notes per measure, meaning we're counting 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3, and here's a dotted 8th note. We're going to hold that for 3 beats. 1, 2, 3. Do da dee, 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 do. Good. Now we know that one. We know the song, right? It's Listen for Bells. Now we're going to find that rhythm in a different, also triple rhythm, has to be if you're following the same song. But this time we have not the 8th note getting the beat, but the quarter note is getting the beat. Of course, we're still in 3 beats per measure because that's how Listen for Bells is. So this is the quarter note. That's now your beat 1. So in order to construct a do-da-dee, we're going to look at our red cards. Can you find do-da-dee, do-da-dee, the first 2 measures on any of these cards, and put them in front of you? You need some E's, you need some C's, okay? So, have you all found it? I bet you have. It's the card E, because we have do-da-dee, right? Okay, so we're going to do the whole song. So we got the first 2 measures, which is card E, and then we need measure 3 and 4, which is do-da-dee-do. Okay, so we need do-da-dee-do. Which card is it? Did you all guess it right? It's card C. Do-da-dee-do. So we talked about dotted notes, and I'm not going to get into that right now, but we all went through that. So here we go. Do-da-dee-do is the second rhythm card. And then we go do-da-dee, right? That's card E again. No problem. Last, do-da-dee-do. Looks really familiar. Looks like these. Okay, so then you guys all know we're going to add C there. All right. So here's our rhythm constructed. If you don't understand it so far, go back to it and compare the green cards with these red cards and come to the conclusion that you're constructed the same rhythm. What is the main difference? Well, the main difference is that the melody you're constructing in the 3/4 signature is slower, because a quarter beat is a slower beat versus 8th note is ba ba ba, 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 ba. This would be ba, 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 ba. So musically, a waltz would be a slow kind of standard waltz is a quarter, a 3/4 time signature. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, do da dee, do da dee. And a triple rhythm with 3/8 notes is usually a jig, but do da dee, do da dee, do da dee, do da dee. A little faster dance, okay? That's the main difference between that musically. Okay, so once you have these all out, I'm not going to do this all for you, but you know how to write notes. You put the note head in. We're in quarter notes right here, so we don't need the flags on top. We only need 3, right? Do-da-dee, and then we're in the same F do key signature. Here we have the C, and because they're so high, we're going to put the stems down. Remember, on the left side of the note head, and so forth. So you can do the rest on your own. And then you do the same with See the Pony Galloping, Galloping Down the Country Lane. Okay, also triple rhythm, same thing. All right, that's it for today. Have fun.